Bloodhaven boys.
Alright, I want to share you guys with my Yubel deck profile that I played at YCS Orlando. I didn't win. However, I lost it round 11. I needed like one more, like two more wins to make top cut. I finished X3-1, 3 losses and 1 draw. But this deck profile, the Yubel deck is still good, and I really think I did well. I lost round 11 because I bricked on 3 traps and 2 traps in the Shavara, and it happens. And let's get straight into it. So the Yubel package is we got one OG Yubel, 2 Spirit, and 1 of Incarnate. To be honest, if you want to cut this engine short, this is as small as you can get. There's an argument to play a second Yubel or a triple Spirit, but when you see the rest of the list, you'll see the reason why you don't have to play multiples of these. Just play it like this Spirit, of course. Triple Beckoning Beast might be the best normal summon in the deck. This baits everything. Depending on how your opponent interact with this card, this is how you know what else is in their hand. Because if they didn't imperm this, you know, and if they ash this, you know they probably wasted an ash in their hand. So this card might be the greatest normal summon. Lotus. Low-key, this card is low-key cuttable to 2. I don't want to argue about it, but this card by itself does not give you the god board, but it does get you going. I play 1 Squirmer this event. There's argument to play 2 Squirmer and 2 Lotus. Because of another card, because there's times when your opponents stop you and you just wish you had a Squirmer to special summon to just keep going. Squirmer is like a god card too. So even if you go normal this, your opponent imperms and you have a Squirmer, you link this off, Squirmer can resummon this, and then you just continue on. So there's an argument to play more Squirmers. For my unpopular opinion, I play 2 Engraver, 1 Lacrima. Most people say max 1 Engraver. Me personally, I think Moon in your extra deck is the 3rd Engraver. So if you want to like make, because I was trying to cut this deck down as close to 40 as possible, and I got it to 41 because I played 2 Engraver and 1 Lurie, which is the track target. That's it for the Fiendsmith engine in the main deck. I played 1 Shavar. This card's limited, and it's my hand trap lineup. I played 2 Ogre, triple Ash, triple Fualos. This is all I feel like I needed because Ogre plus Ash checks dual drive. And if you just draw this card and resolve, you pretty much know you won the game. Fualos, can't wait for this card to get banned, bro. Track, play 1 track. There's argument to play 2. I didn't feel like I needed to. 1 was fine. No complaints about that. 2 opener Spirit Gates. People ask me why I didn't play 3. I played 2 because you can only activate this card once per turn. And when you activate it and like you get the ball rolling, you really don't want to have extra copies in your hand. It's just like all bricks. When this card first came back to 3, I tried 3 and it just felt bricky. 2 is fine, especially when you're normal summon Beckoning and be searching it. So you'll be alright. Triple Throne is the god card. This card does everything for the deck. 2 Nightmare Pain. There's an argument to play 1. I don't like playing 1 because this card on the worst day, it's still Rhoda. It still searches you for your starter. Probably just gonna cost you an extra card, but it's still Rhoda at the end of the day. There's many times where I just didn't have a normal summon, but I had Yubel monster in my hand. Activate this, pop a Yubel, float, and then found a normal summon, float, and then 2 monsters, full combo. 1 Call by the Grave, because Call by the Grave plus Ash, try to stop Fualos as much as possible, because this deck do struggle into Fualos. You can still make Phantom Pass, which is still good, but if your opponent has like an Imperm or something, then like it's still a struggle. This is the new card, Double Wild. Double Wild lets you target a monster in the field, then you search at level 10, then you can special summon. You can discard a card to special summon any monsters from your hand. But you have to summon. You're locked into the monster that you targeted. You're locked in a type. Usually Fiend lock yourself. You usually do this. If you open this plus Beckoning Beast, target. And if they try to stop you, just use this, target Beckoning Beast, get Spirit, some special summon Spirit, and you're off to the race. Moving forward, this card can be utilized. This card can borderline be an FTK because this card can summon any monster. It's gonna be some cheese where somebody figure out something to do with the Dark Barrier statue, where you can statue lock your opponent into dark monsters. And then since you're playing Yubel, if you have Pain, your opponent can't just go battle face and punch over the. They have to attack Yubel monsters. So this card can come up where it could be a little crazy moving forward. You gotta keep your eye on that card. Triple Emperor, because this also checks dual drive. It also checks Caesar. Sometimes you just gotta let it resolve and then start your turn off. People act like dual drive is a problem. Dual drive is a problem, but Caesar feels like more of a problem. Because if you start normal summon Lotus and you just do it, dual drive just not dual drive, Detonator just looks crazy. Because you're like, what are you gonna do? Pop my Yubel monsters? So like, but it's Caesar is like more of a problem. Then I played one of the Fiendsmith trap. I did not want to play this, but my friends and them convinced me to play it. I literally put it in last minute. Unchained trap, I play Escape. Escape is better than Chamber. There is like a build I was looking at that plays Chamber that makes it better so you can play like the new Link 4. I kind of like it, I might try it. And one rivalry. Every time I drew this card, I won the game. This card, just your opponent bestial you and you just flip it and it's a nice dragon. Or if you ever use this card, you got to use it before they, against Ryzel, you got to use it before they X. Because X is just going to send Aggregator and negate it, and it's like you never did anything. Extra deck real quick, we're going to go double Yama. Because you play Escape, you have to play double Yama. If you was playing Chamber, you can play one. Solar Rage, you know what these cards do. Mudcracker. Moon goes into Fiendsmith combo. And then you play SP. This is one of the few decks that can SP and still kill you because we're punching at your opponent's monsters and you take the damage. Link 4, I promise you I probably never summoned this. The whole YCS, I played 11 rounds and probably never summoned this card at all. This card could be literally anything, but just the utility of having it, it could come up. And there's no other 15 extra deck card. There's an argument for the Link 3 Fiendsmith, Agunde, or Agundi, whatever it's called. There's an argument for that, but Desiree, Phantom, Necroquip, Area Leader, and Caesar and Ferrugious. Standard after that, it's kind of the same thing.
Still no Chaos Angel, huh?
No Chaos Angel. It never came up. Maybe not play the Link 4 and play Chaos Angel, but at the same time, you'll probably tell me that the Link 4 is better than Chaos Angel. Most people will say it, but the side, I played Talents Thrust. Same concept. You played. I just wanted more. This was Marco idea. If you play Thrust, bridge it all in by playing more targets and talents. So these are all just Thrust targets. Sometimes you hard draw it, it's fine. I didn't play any Malice deck this weekend. I just played all Fiendsmith, Ryzel, and Mitsurugi. I played one White Forest, but everything was just Fiendsmith, Ryzel, and Mitsurugi. And I played two Pirelli in the side. In testing, this felt better than Meow, the new Mulch Army. So I was like, I'm just gonna play it. My opponent activated a new one on me, and I accidentally gave him one draw. When I say accidentally, I forgot to shuffle back the Yubel to the deck to make Phantom, and then pop the Spirit. So when I did the effect, and I was like, effect to summon Yubel, the Yubel was in my grave, and I summoned it, and I gave him one draw. I was like, my bad. I gave you one draw by accident. So this deck can low-key play through that card and give him nothing. You're just gonna have to give up like your maybe give up your Fiendsmith combo, or just keep the two Light Fiends and just make it, and just, you can really make him hand loop himself for one. It's gonna be a weaker board, but it still is less cards in their hands. I play two cross outs in the side because, you know, cross out plus call by plus Ash. I think Marco said that was what, 63% chance you stop Fualos when you ran the numbers. Don't remember, but somewhere around there. And then every time I drew it to stop Fualos, except my final round, I did draw Ash. So between Ash, call by, and cross out, you see it. I saw it against Fualos in the final round. He had a second Fualos, and I also drew like the two traps and Shavar, all three bricks, and that's how I lost. That's how that ended my tournament run. Last minute we went with triple droplets over Metatronus or Ultimate Slayer. Because if Dweller resolves, you kind of lose. So we wanted something to stop Dweller and Detonator and Caesar at the same time. And this card kind of does it. We play trap cards. The kids, they play trap cards. You can set a monster spell trap or even like spell trap. There was a time where my opponent did make Dweller, and I did do this, and I sent the spell. I had a second copy of Dropless, so I sent Dropless and a Yubel monster. Stop spells and traps so he can't chain. And because if I send just spell, he'll chain Detonator and just pop the thing. If I send monster, he'll probably flip a back row and then chain and then pop the Dweller. So Dweller was the correct call to beat. Dropless was the correct call to beat Dweller. We play Red Resonator because sometimes you get to time and you need to get up there. Chaos Hunter, this was all for Malice. Didn't play not one Malice and two Lancias. Changes, the only change I can think, I think I'll change so far is just a double Squirmer. I'll probably play more Squirmer, and that's going to put me at 42. I'll probably cut another card, sound crazy, cut a Samsara D Lotus, and that's it. But the deck is still good. It's not dead. One Phantom is fine. Oh, you just, the strategy changes a little bit if your opponent has hand traps. Like, every time my opponent draw me and I have Phantom, I just let it resolve. Because if you give up your Phantom for draw, you might lose to Nib. So I just like, They drove me, and I'm like, okay, weaker board, but still enough to beat 5 cards. 4 cards? 5, yeah. They draw for turn. But it's still enough to beat that. Just let the draw resolve. Play into the draw, I guess. If you have thrown, start with the Beckoning Beast and do that. They draw you, then you throw and pop from deck, and you just do everything you wanted to do. You can still set the Nightmare Pain and still activate it, so they still have to attack Yubel monsters. And you can still end on Solar Rage, Phantom, and probably still Desiree on their draw and escape. So like you'll be fine. But that's the deck. You guys give it a try, and I made it till round 11. One more win, I probably would have made it. I'm gonna be at the next 3 YCS, so you'll see me there.